Recording? Okay. Hi everyone, this is Corey from Path of Friendship. We're living in really stressful times, and with the virus going around and everybody self-isolating and uncertain about day to day what's going to happen, it's going to get worse. We're dealing with a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. And it's not just us that have this. Our dogs pick up on this and they feel this as well too. That's known as emotional contagion. Hi Rocco. And so do our cats. They feel it too. So there are a few things that we can do, and I just wanted to post this quick video to kind of show you a few things we can do to sort of ease our own tension and ease the tension of our dogs and our cats and those who live with us, that will pick up on our experience. Now we know what's going on, and we're watching the news. All our dogs know is that we're feeling tense, we're feeling nervous, and they need some relaxation as well. This is not a time to do any kind of training. It's not a time to become the owner with your pet. This is really a time to blend and to become on an equal level, sort of merge with our dogs as friends and not this hierarchical relationship. So we're not going to do any kind of training here. We're not going to use any kind of manipulation or coercion or anything like that. We're just going to help each other relax. And we're going to help each other relax through sharing a mindful mutt moment, as I call it. I've been studying mindfulness for over 40 years now and teaching mindfulness for almost as long as well. And mindfulness is really, there's nothing fancy about it. It's really just paying attention to what's happening now and not thinking about what may happen later in the future or has happened in the past. It's living and experiencing life as it occurs, as it unfolds moment to moment, very much the way our dogs and our cats and our other four-footed friends really experience life, which is one of the reasons why I got into mindfulness in the first place many, many years ago, in order to share the experience that my dogs would have. So we're going to try to get onto their plane and connect on their level. We can't connect in two different ways. We can only connect when we are on an equal playing field. So let's start this. The most important things to start this is that, come here Rocco, that when we do this and we're beginning to connect with our animals, we can't force them. So we're not going to take our dogs and we're not going to say, you have to sit. We're not going to take a treat out and treat them like little puppets and make them sit. Or we're not going to yank their leashes and treat them like slaves and do this. We're going to wait until they make the decision themselves to sort of sit and relax with us. Once you get into forcing it or coercion or manipulating it or bribing them to do this, you've really separated yourself from them. You've really created this big wall in between, and that's the last thing that we want to do at this point. So what we really want to do is just connect and wait until they kind of do it themselves. So this is Bodhi here, my dog Bodhi, and this is Rocco. Bodhi's 4-year-old pit bull hound mix, and Rocco's 17, probably Siamese Himalayan mix. And they both decided to calm down and relax at this point, and this is the time that we're going to connect. So the first thing that we have to do in order to kind of get ourselves into their realm of existence right now is to take a moment and just sit next to your dog or your cat if they're already sitting, and just take a deep breath in and just let it out slowly. And as you let that breath out slowly, just focus on how the breath feels. Take another deep breath in, and then just let it out again slowly, and just focus on how it feels in your body, how the breath feels in your body. You don't need to sit any specific way. You don't need to sit in the lotus posture, or you can be as comfortable and as relaxed as possible. You just want to sort of ground yourself and bring all your thoughts down to the moment now. So Another deep breath in. Feel your belly expanding. Let it out slowly. Feel how it kind of contracts and how the tension just sort of goes in your body here. And Bodhi does it as well. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to physically connect with our dogs. And the physical connection is going to start with nice, slow strokes from the bridge of the nose all the way down their back. So we're going to go nice and slowly and calmly and sort of a gentle touch. And just feel the fur beneath your hand. Many, many years ago when I was studying this and was studying what was known at that time as behavioral massage for dogs, my teacher said, pet them slow enough that you can count each strand of fur beneath your hand. Now obviously we can't do that, that's too much, but the point is we don't want to rush through this. We want to have this sort of connecting experience of feeling that fur and feeling the different shapes and how it feels in our palms. Almost feeling like sort of the landscape of our dogs. The ears feel, the shoulder feels, how their chest rises and falls as they breathe. And there's something important here as well. Bodhi seems to really like this because we've done this many times. But if you're doing this with your dog or you're doing this with your cat and they seem to get a little uneasy with it, then find a different way. Maybe don't start at the head, maybe just start on the shoulders. We don't want to force them. We want everybody to just enjoy the experience. So take what I'm saying and sort of apply it and adjust it and adapt it to your situation and your dog. So as we do this, we're also going to be paying attention again to our breathing. We're going to focus not just on how our dogs feel on our hand, but the way our breathing, we rise in our chest and relax and breathe in and breathe out. And we're going to notice as well how our dogs are breathing. In fact, we can even pause and notice the rise and the fall of our dog's chest and how they breathe. And again, if the pause makes your dog at all uneasy, then don't do it. You'll find yourself as you do this, your mind will wander a little, thinking about, what do I have to do next? Do I need to have the time to do this? Or thoughts will come up about what you've done earlier in the day. And as they come up, don't force them away. We're not going to refuse any of our thoughts. We're going to accept them all. But notice them just as you would notice the different shapes and textures of your dog. And just let them pass as your hand passes over the dog. So let the thoughts come and let them go. And then refocus on just the petting, just the relaxation, and just connecting. And being very much present at the moment with your friends. It's about making friends with the present as well as making friends with your dogs. This is, again, not a time for who's the boss and who should obey and who should listen. This is a time to be equals, because that's really where true friendship is. As Plato said, true friends can only exist between equals, and we are. We are equals. So during these times of self-isolation and social distancing, we don't have to distance ourselves from our cats, from our dogs, from our friends. We can take a time every few moments, every few hours, or once or twice a day to just sit with them and just connect and share a moment of mindfulness with them. It's going to help us. It's going to help them. We'll get through this. And once we do, we've learned a new skill, a new way of really connecting on a much deeper level. And that'll take us forward a great deal. So thanks for watching, and look for some more videos that we'll be posting very soon. Thanks.